Hey you guys, it's Whitney. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about my Zine project over teen pregnancy. I chose teen pregnancy because not only was I a teen mom, but I know plenty of other teen moms, and I've noticed that in my community there is not a lot of resources for teen moms, and they are just basically left out there to fend for themselves. This is my Zine. On the first page, you see that I have a little pregnant woman, a little teenager there, and up here in the corner, it says, a baby having a baby. I heard that a lot while I was pregnant, made me feel some type of way. And then down here, it says, I feel sorry for her. She just threw her whole life away. Those are mostly the two common things that I hear most people say when they see a teenager pregnant. On the first page, I described what teen pregnancy was. Teen pregnancy is when a woman under 20 gets pregnant, usually refers to teens between the ages of 13 and 19, but can also include girls as young as 10. I know, right? 10. Causes and contributing factors that would include poverty, gender inequalities, gender-based violence, substance abuse, poor access to contraceptives, and issues with termination of the pregnancy. Basically, like when a lower class citizen, let's be real, mainly younger black girls, are not able to come up with the funds for an abortion. Speaking from prior experience on trying to help someone get an abortion, when we first called, it was $400. And she was 6 weeks pregnant. We were trying to work up to get that money for her. By the time that she was able to get an appointment, the price had almost tripled, and we were looking at $1,000 and 2 nights stay. And that just wasn't feasible for her. So she was stuck. The next page is a few myths that I wanted to discuss. The first one is teen pregnancy is on the rise. The second one is you can't get pregnant your first time. Third one, teen pregnancy is mostly an urban problem. The next one, rates are dropping for white teens only. And the last one is abstinence and education prevents pregnancy. I was in church. I watched other people be teen mothers, and it was more so the simple fact that it was not communicated in the school systems. We weren't getting that education to where we knew, okay, if you are having sex, this is what you use. There was none of that. And my next slide is discussing birth rates for females, black and white, in 2018 and 2019, as well as all races. The blue chart is 2018, and the pink tab is the 2019. As you can see, the numbers are pretty close, neck and neck. As you can see, our white counterparts have a lower rate than our blacks, but all are hovering roughly about 20,000. Next, I want to talk to you about birth control options. And these birth control options are an implant, which normally goes in your arm, a depot shot that goes in your greater canthal or your hip area. Sometimes they place it in your arm, but they normally place it in your hip area because it's more meatier. Then you have the patch that you can place on. Then you have the male condom that goes over the penis. There's also an internal condom, which is dubbed the female condom, that goes inside the vagina. You have an IUD that is placed inside the vagina as well. A vaginal ring where you do 3 weeks of a ring inside. You change the ring each week. And then on the 4th week, you leave it out so that you can have your menstrual cycle. There is also a diaphragm that you have to get fitted for, so most teens do not do that because then you have to talk to your parent, let them know that you want to go to the doctor, and then they're going to want to know why you're going to the doctor, and most teens are not comfortable talking to their parents about sex. You have spermicide and gel, which most teens don't use that either. A sponge, they don't use that either. A cervical cap, tubal ligation, which has quite a few stipulations to it. Some insurances require you to have more than one child. Some insurances require you to be over the age of 25 with more than 3 kids, or over the age of 30 with more than 2 kids. Just different stipulations for different things. And then there's a vasectomy where men get snipped, basically. And then you have outer course or abstinence, or what we know as clothes burning, where there is no physical penetration or no actual skin on skin contact, where it's just rubbing against each other with your clothes on. Breastfeeding, which isn't 100%. And then you have your fertility awareness, where a female will calculate her menstrual cycle and figure out when she's ovulating so that she knows not to engage in intercourse during that time. And my next slide will be my parenting choices, which is an abortion, an adoption, opened or closed. Open adoption is where you and the adoptive parents come up with a schedule where you can visit, they write, send gifts. A closed adoption is where you know nothing about the parents. They know just a little bit of information about you, and you have no communication with your child. Or you could just be a parent. That includes being a single parent. I myself am a single parent of a 12 and 13-year-old. You could be a co-parent where you and your child's father are living in 2 separate households, but you guys still actively do for your children. Or you could be in a relationship or married and raise your children together. And my last page is my resources to help with teen pregnancy. There is unplanned parenting, unplanned counseling for pregnant teenagers. There is local health clinics. There is adoption agencies for teens and other expectant mothers. There's maternity homes for pregnant teenagers, and then the biggest one of all is trusted friends and family members. I had an awesome support system, and I don't think that if I had the support system that I had, that I would have been able to handle being a teen mom. So I have been giving back and helping with teen moms who are pregnant. I've been giving out resources and information and just trying to be a help to teenagers that need that support. Because I'm going to be honest with you, in the black community, we don't have that. We are our worst critics, our worst judges. We are harder on ourselves than the average because we already have basically a strike against us because we are black in this society. So if you take anything from my video today, I would want you to take away the fact that the urban community has less resources for teen pregnancy. While it is a stigmatism for the black community, not all black girls have to fall by the wayside. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, whatever race, if you see a teen mother or a teenager that is pregnant, or just see a teenager in general that is wanting to discuss sex, you don't have to be their parent to give them tools and tips to help them. If somebody could help your child not to be in a position to where they feel left out, struggled, or hurt, I'd hope that you would feel blessed to do that for someone else's child. That's all for today. Thanks.